everybody. Just trying to get the zoom about right. I'm trying to stop the camera from swinging too much. Right, let me switch my tablet on so I can see you all. Hi Nicole in Perth. Hi Laurie. Hi Marianne. Sally Joe. Hi Vicky. Hi Anne. Hi Beth. Hello, hello everybody. Right, I'm just trying to get my tablet to catch up. I'll wait for a few more people to come in. I hope you all enjoyed my funky chicken short. Great fun making that, especially the little dancing chickens at the end. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hi Marianne. So yeah, that was great fun to do. It only took me about 10 minutes to make all the 4 chickens, but then to edit it took me about an hour. Maybe even more than that. An hour to edit a 1-minute video. Can you believe it? Wow. Hi Alison. Hi Mickey. You loved it, Laurie. Good. I'm glad about that. Hi Lynn. Hi Karen. Sorry, my tablet's being silly. Let me just wait for it to come on. Yes. So yeah, so it was very interesting. But I'd had a couple of comments about how to make it. It did cross my mind that probably people might want to know how you make the chickens. Because I know when I did had those other dies before, like the little beach truck and stuff. It's not always. I mean, I didn't know how to put the chickens together either. I had to sort of look at the picture that's online and just sort of try and figure out what went where. Hi Tezona. Hi Ali. So yeah, it was one of them. Right, only a few of us on. Let me just. Okay, my tablet is lying to me, so bear with. Just going to go out and then come back in again because it's telling me fibs. That's better. Now it's telling me who's here. Hi Valerie, good to see you. Good to see you. So I don't know if you have seen, you probably have, got another short out this morning, which is my new digital kit. Now I've had requests for Easter, so I have finally got around to making an Easter pack, and I'm going to be using these papers today. So hi Britis. Sally got a sad. You missed the funky chickens. Oh, you missed the funky chickens. We have to go back and watch it again. It's only a minute. You'll see them. They're at the end, the little funky ones. It's a short. If you go onto my channel, there's a top, but on the top, where you've got your videos, and on the top it says videos, shorts, live, playlists, whatever. If you click on, I think they've got options for that. If you click on shorts, it should come up. Yeah. Hi Cara. Right, let me just change my settings on here so that I can actually see myself a bit better. Quality, I think it's under. Quality, advanced. You'd think if you'd set this up once, it would keep doing it, but it doesn't. You have to keep going back and doing it again. Right, so anyway, so yeah, so I'm going to be using my Easter pack today. So this is now in my Etsy shop. It should be anyway. Shouldn't be any problems, hopefully. Let me know if you have any problems and I can sort them out. Yes, Sally Jo, you're definitely going to have to go and have a look out for it, definitely. I had fun choosing the little soundtrack for it as well, which I thought went quite well. Sort of gave me country farmer vibes. So yeah, the Easter extravaganza pack is out. I've tried to make it so it is obviously Easter, but there are other things in here that are not Easter, like stripes and spots and plaid, so you could use it for other times if you wanted to. So we've got the egg papers here, then we've got some bunny rabbits in like an orange colour. For some reason my printer started printing like extra pink in places. I don't know why. Anyway, then you've got like a sort of a sagey green and sagey green. Anyway, a nice green and like a very pastel-y orange, a tangerine, I suppose you would call it. And then you've got a pink tangerine. You've got a tangerine spot, some eggs, just all on white, pink stripes on white. I really like this plaid actually. I could see this is like a shirt, a plaid kind of pattern, and then like a nice green spot. We've got pink rabbits, we've got pink spots. Ignore where I've got marks. That's just my printer. Yours won't do that if you've got a decent printer. Tangerine stripe, and then there's 2 pages at the back. I've done 2 different Happy Easters. One that's just a free, you cut it out whatever shape you want. I've got another little funky Happy Easter there and a frame without anything in case you've got any stamps you want to put in there. Little basket you can cut out, and then a few bits of, just things you can cut out. So different size eggs, bunny rabbit, again, you know, eggs, bunny rabbits, whatever. If you want to shrink them down and print them off smaller, you can. If you want to size them up, print them off bigger, you can. You can do what you want with them. So that is the pack. Were your eggs designed to fit your new Easter egg dies? No, they weren't, because it's very difficult. I really struggle if I've got a die and then I'm trying to find something to fit it, to try and make that the exact shape and the exact size on a computer screen as what my die is. No, I'd have to scan my die in and then transfer it over without making it any bigger, in the hope that then I could then, no, I haven't got time for that. Sorry, I haven't got time for that. So no, they're not. But you might be able to, I mean, these are easy just to fussy cut out, because they're just literally, I mean, even me as a non-fussy cutty person, those don't scare me. This is a bit more, but you know, it's fine. You can just cut, that's not too bad. I try and make them as least fussy as possible. I mean, something like that, I would probably, if I were to fussy cut, I'd just kind of roughly go round, or I would just do it as a circle. I mean, you know, so yeah. But yeah, so that's the pack. So it's available in my Etsy shop, and I have actually put it up. I've also, in the description below, I have linked everything. So I did it this morning. So I went through, put links in for the papers, linked in for all the dies that I've used for the sample and the card we're actually making. I've linked in for these papers and obviously for the Etsy papers. So I've tried to put everything in. So hopefully it's all in there. I've also already done the measurements in the description as well. So this should be all there ready for you. Yeah. So this is the sample card, and these papers are Bright Bouquet. So this is from Antonio Makes. So if you use my code Louise10, you can go and get yourself 10% off over there. This is actually quite an old pack, but it's still on his website, because I think it was quite a popular pack, and I get why, because it's beautiful. So this is a card shape. I've called it a pop-out gatefold card. I can't remember what it was originally called. Something like an up, down, up, out, something. I'm not quite sure what it was called, but I didn't understand the name, so I changed the name. But I originally saw Shrishti Patel do it, and she has some fantastic makes on there. So yeah, go and check her out. The die on the front is an In Love Art Shop die. So again, make sure you use my code ICEDImages, all in one word, and that will get you 20% off on In Love Art Shop. All the codes and everything's all down in the description below. And then all you do is, when you open it up, you have, it kind of pops up. Now I've realised, because the one that Shrishti did, was the size wasn't the sort of size I would do. So this kind of doesn't open any further than that. And I've realised now my mistake. So I'm going to be doing a 6x6 variation on this. And I've managed to combat the problem. So obviously that only opens up so far, but I quite like it because it stands up quite nicely. I like the fact that it's attached. So I'm holding on to these bits, but it's actually attached to the sides. And so, yeah, so I've managed to come up with a different idea than that. So this is the card we're doing today. Inside here, I've only put a tiny bit of space for your message. If you wanted to, you could put a pattern there, and then you can write on the back. So it's really up to you what you want to do. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Beth. Ali, least fussy cutting. Yes, it is a new technical term. This is true. And then it folds down like that, and it will fit flat in an envelope for a 5x7 card. So yeah, so that's the card for today. It's quite a nice one because you don't need mats. You can just do pattern and a base, which saves a lot of hassle, I have to say. If you want to mat it, you can. Just be careful because it will get very chunky. So I've used really thin card on this, and actually probably a bit too thin. The one I'm doing today is a little bit thicker. I reckon you probably need about a 200 GSM for the base. You don't want to go too thick because you've got a lot stacked up. Like here, on this bit here, you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers just for that centerpiece, plus these, so 6, and then that 7. So you've effectively got 7 layers of card before you've even added your greeting on the front. So just bear that in mind, okay? So make sure you don't go too thick. And obviously then you've also got your patterns as well. So yeah, definitely don't go too thick. Right, so thank you, Karen. Yeah, I really liked the this card design. So with this one, I've decided to go with 2 different base base card, colours. That's the word I'm trying to say. You'll have to bear with me. I've had 6 very broken hours of sleep last night, and my brain is frazzled. So if I start stuttering or can't think of the word, that's why. So yeah, so I've gone for a purple for the main base and then a pink for the pop-uppy bit. Hi Mandy. So right, let's start with this one, which is the main piece. So this is 6 by 11. I'm going to get my scoreboard out. It's relatively easy to do. It's just kind of getting your head round the process of putting it together and doing, you know, making sure you stick down the pattern papers before you add the middle bit, etc. So it's not too bad, but yeah, it's just getting used to it. Right, so on the 7 by 11, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, at 3 inches, at 8 inches, and at 10.5 inches. Okay, and that is all you need to worry about on that one. Right, I'm just thinking if I should change this on... No, because it won't work then. Okay, so that's that. So we put that to one side. Then we're going to bring this piece in, and this is 3 by 11.25. Hi, Cindy. Oh, you're at the dentist office today, getting numb. Oh, goodness me. Wow. Good luck. Hope it goes well. Hope it's not too painful. Right, so on this one, this is the one that I think we probably need to change. But I'm going to do it the way I've done the previous one, just because I know that definitely works. And I've cut my piece out already. And I haven't got the brain power to work out the new measurements. So this is 3 by 11.25. And we're going to score at 2.25, at 4.5, 6 3/4, and at 9. Okay, so it's basically every 2.25, and you have 5 equal panels. So if you're good at working out your own card sizes, that's what you need to know. Hi Beth. Right, so we'll start with this one. So we're going to go mountain, valley, valley, mountain. Okay, so again, this paper really isn't very thick. This is the only one I could find that was the right kind of pink. So I've got these on the back which don't really go, but it's fine because you don't really see them. So I thought I can get away with it. So we're going to go ahead and fold this all up. And it's good as well not to go too thick, because one bit kind of folds into the other. So you'll see in a minute what I mean. Okay, so here, for example, if I fold that like that, this one is going over the top and then like that. So as you can see, I've got a bit of bowing going on. So I'm going to see if it works better the other way. Still got bowing going on. So I'm going to fold it up like that and then just re-burnish, just so it knows which way it's got to be. So it's going to be that way around like that, and it needs to stay that way around now. And I'm going to have this bit on the left, so this opens first and then that bit. Okay, so you have to make sure that that's what happens, like that. Right, so then let's bring our other piece in, which is our main piece. Now this one, we want to do a normal gatefold card. So we're going to fold these main folds in half, and then your little 1/2 inch piece at the front here, we're going to cut in a bit. But before we cut, it's kind of best to sort of start sticking things together. Nicole, you're afraid of dentists. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, and then these tab sections here need to be mountain. So effectively you've got mountain, valley, valley, mountain. So basically the same as what you've got on your other one. And because they're only 1/2 inch tabs and the card's quite thin, I am doing it like this. I'm putting the tab section against my desk like that, and then kind of using my fingers just to support the card as I fold it over. And that way I don't end up with a dodgy, because sometimes when you only got like 1/2 inch to fold, it can go a bit wonky. You can end up with a bit squiffy. So I find this is the best way of sorting it out. So you should end up with that. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add our pattern pieces here and here, and then one in the middle. So for the front, I decided to go for the little eggs. So you need 2 pieces. In total, you're going to need 4. but for the front I've just got 2 that are 2 1/4 by 6 3/4, so they're going to go on there like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do these, and then we'll come to the inside in a minute. I would prefer to use glue, however, because I've done printed papers, I don't want to end up with the print coming off, and sometimes it does. So I'm going to use double-sided with laser printed. Yes, Mandy, absolutely, I agree. Please don't forget to hit the like button, because it really helps me out. Helps with the old algorithms. Helps YouTube to go, oh, people like it. Oh, we'll pump out to a few more people then. So if you can, that would be good. Ali, you'd rather go to the dentist than the doctor. That's true. I mean, that's true. I kind of, yeah, I've never had a problem with the dentist, but that's because only last year, the end of last year, I got my first 2 fillings. Never had fillings up until last year. I was hoping to hit the 5th floor before I got my 2 fillings, but unfortunately I didn't quite make it. But it's fine. I think I did quite well getting to the age I am without any fillings. So I have 2 now, 2 fillings. It wasn't a great experience, but I have to say my dentist was wonderful, and I was absolutely terrified to get it done, but she's talked me through everything, every single step of the way. She was talking, letting me know what she was doing, what she was about to do. Fantastic. I tell you, I was so grateful to her. I was so grateful to her, because it really did make a big difference. So yeah, right, let's stick these down. What's everyone's weather doing as well? Our weather doesn't really know what it's doing at the moment. It's kind of chilly, but not freezing cold, although we are expecting snow from Thursday morning through till Friday, so we're not quite sure if we'll get it or not. Sometimes they say that, they make a big thing about it, and then we get maybe one little snowflake, if anything. So we will see what happens. But yeah, it brightened up a minute ago, and now it's gone all dark again. So who knows? I think it might rain. It did actually rain this morning. But yeah, what's your weather? Hot where you are, Vicky? Oh, wonderful. Ali, it's windy with you, is it? Where are you, Ali, again? I can't remember where you are. Let me scroll back. Bristol. Ah, yes. It was windy here last night, actually, but it seems to have died down. We keep getting the occasional little, gust. But yeah, it has died down. So, but I know, because obviously you're relatively near the coast, aren't you? You're near water, so therefore it tends to be a bit more gusty, isn't it? So yeah, stinkingly hot, Mandy, for you. Cold in Arkansas, but going to be sunny and warmer this afternoon. Good. I'm glad it's going to be warmer. Nice. Right. Okay. So that's that, and then I'm going to open this up, and then on the inside we need 2 more of the same size paper. So 2 more pieces that are 2 1/4 by 6 3/4, and then you want one in the middle that's 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. I'm going to try and glue these and see if I can get away with it, just because. Or am I? No, that feels too thin. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go for tape. I just prefer a bit of wet glue. That's all. But anyway, chilly in Southwest Virginia. Have you guys had any snow? I know America have had quite a bit of snow in places. Laurie, -6. Wow. Okay, that's chilly. -6 is very chilly. Goodness. Yeah. Dull and wet in Ireland. Yeah. Is it warm though, or is it cold? Because it kind of makes a difference. I don't really like dull and wet. I think I'd prefer to have cold and crisp than wet and warm. That's just me. And you've got windy and cloudy in the Netherlands. Rain will be pouring down late this afternoon. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's not good. That is not good. Stick that down. Valerie, you've lost you. No, I did. I don't know what happened there. I kind of did disappear. Hopefully I'm back again now. Are you all okay? I just looked on my screen, and my tablet here also kind of flicked out. Now you see, I have actually moved my router because I was having problems with it, and it has been better since. So I'm hoping that was just a little blip. Hoping nothing is going to go on. Oh, you're in red car and you got the same as me. Yeah. Okay, Beth, you've had a little snow, but nothing left. Okie doke. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get any or not. I do like snow, but I don't want to end up with the schools being off. Because, yeah, if it's going to snow, it needs to do it next week. Because next week the schools are off. And I haven't got to do school run anyway. So if it's going to snow, that would be a good time for it to do it. Because I haven't got to go anywhere. We can just sit at home, walk to the park, etc. You can see me fine. Laurie, it keeps skipping. Yeah, I don't quite know what's happening. I just saw it just that once. I mean, I'm not looking at the screen all the time, obviously, because I'm trying to stick bits of card down, but it did just skip a moment there, so sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Right, let's do this one. The last one. I'll have another look at comments in a minute. Liz, craziest winter in Minnesota, no snow, 1 degree. Wow. Buffering. Oh, yes. Mine keeps doing weird things. Every time I lean right, every time I lean to my right to have a look at the comments, it does weird things. So, but if I don't look to my right, I can't see. If I don't get too close to the comments, I can't see what the comments are. Oh, dear. Sorry if it's buffering. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know why it's doing that. I really don't. Unless, oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's the wind. The wind's blowing the signal, of course. It does, I know it doesn't work like that, but you know, sounds good, doesn't it? Oh, and actually, again, I just leant over just then, and then that's when it went off again. Well, not went off, but it kind of paused. How very odd. How very odd. Well, we're not doing anything too important at the moment. We're just sticking bits down, so at least that's something. I'm not in the middle of a crucial bit of instructions. I'm not really sure why it's doing that, but anyway. I've got my data on as well as my Wi-Fi signal, so I would have thought that would help, not hinder. But anyway, you never know. You never know. Right. Good old technology. It's great when it works and not so good when it doesn't work. I sort of don't want to lean over now and look at the rest of the comments just in case I mess up the signal. Okay, there we go. Right, let me just turn this a little bit more so I can see a bit better. Let's have a look. No, it is exactly what it is. I know. It's just, you know, it's irritating, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's annoying. Right, so that's that. Okay, just reading things. Right, so there we go. So that's that stuck down. So then what we're going to do is put this to one side and bring in the piece we just did with the folds. And on this, you're going to need, in total, 4 pieces of pattern paper that are 2 inches by 2 3/4 inches. And you're going to need 1 piece of white that's 2 by 2 3/4. Now, if you're not going to do your white piece there, you're going to do it on the back, then obviously you need a bigger piece, and this would need to be a pattern piece. But I'm doing a little white piece there. It's going to be a tiny message that I write. And then I've got some eggs and I've got some stripes. So I thought what I might do is have the stripes on the outside and then the eggs on the inside. So you kind of get a bit of a mixy-matchy of the patterns. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to use glue because I'm getting a bit fed up using tape. So I am going to do that. So let me just stick these down. So they're just all getting stuck on there. I have tried to make sure that both my eggs and my stripes kind of match up, even though they're not next to each other. Oh, it's brightening up again now. Cool. Right, let's stick this down. So stick these down now. Hopefully the glue won't mess things up. Oh, good. So some of you don't have a problem, some of you do. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird how the internet works. Yeah, that goes on there. Like that. And then let's finish these two off. Let's take this one down over here. Like that. Also, I don't know if Linda Eastman is on, but if you're watching this a bit later, Linda, then I have done the 10 by 10 shadow box frame, and it will be going up very soon. This week, in fact, either Friday or Sunday. Can't remember which day I put it for, but it will be going up this week. So there we go. If anybody else has any suggestions or things you want me to try, please don't, contact me, let me know, either in the comments or message me on Pinterest or whatever, or Instagram. Let me know. I will try and do them. I can't promise that I will. If it's anything waterfall card related, you've not got a chance. If it's anything too complicated, not a chance. Some of the things on Trishti's channel, I was like, oh, that looks really good. And then I'm looking at how she was making it and thought, nope, that ain't working. That ain't working. A lead vest, Sally. Oh, that's what it is. I put the lead vest on. Oh. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, Sally Joe. I'm not. I'm sorry, Nicole. Now you see me, now you don't. That's me. Right, so then we're going to take this bit here. I'm trying to stay on the left so then it doesn't knock everything out. Hopefully it won't. Anyway, we'll see. And then we're going to take this one here and I'm going to fold it up the way I want it to be folded on the card. So like that. So I'm putting this bit in first and then that bit in there. And then this needs to go bang slap in the middle. And oh, look, I can almost, oh, if I move it, oh no, not quite. Oh, it's upside down. My stripe's upside down. If I turned it round, oh, hang on now, I've got to try and re-burnish. Hold on. I just suddenly thought I can actually get it so my stripes match the ones on the back. That would be quite cool. Right. Yeah, like that. Oh no, I can't do that because my egg's upside down. Okay, never mind then. Scrap that idea. Scrap that idea. No one's going to know anyway. Right, it was just an idea. So we're going to stick this on. It needs to be nice and central left and right and central top and bottom. If anything, a bigger gap at the bottom than at the top, slightly. Yeah, so with it folded up, I'm just going to put some glue on the back. Now, I definitely prefer to use a wet glue for this because it gives you a bit of wiggle time. So we are going to place this down. Try and make sure it's definitely, I'm pretty sure that's central left and right. Also need to make sure that it's straight, it's not squiffy. And I think that that is straight. Yep, that looks straight. Okay, so then what we're going to do is, obviously, at the moment it's like this. I'm just going to open that flap there, the top flap. Fold this in and pull that back, and then what we need to do is where this the top of this card is, I'm just going to draw a little pencil line on my flap, just slightly down from it. Okay, just slightly in, so it's not in line, it's just slightly down. So this is my flap here, so I'm just coming, this is the edge of my card, just coming down like about an eighth, draw a little line, come in an eighth, draw a little line. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, open that up. I'm going to pull this open here, and then this flap, do the same again. So you're going to open that up. Remember, this is the wrong side, the side you're not really going to see. I'm going to pull this side over, fold that flap back, and again, draw a little pencil line just on here roughly so I can see where it's going to be. Okay, so then once we've done that, let me put the glue back, the top back on my glue. I'm going to bring my cutting mat in like this, and then get a metal rule and a Stanley knife, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down this I don't know if you can see my lines there. Let me just make them in pen because you're not going to see them, and I'm going to cut them off in a minute. So that's my little line there. So I'm cutting to the left hand side, so I actually cut the score line off, but I'm nudging my ruler right up against that score line. So I'm really not losing any of my card, you know, and I'm not losing any of this panel. And I'm going to cut down from the top until I get to that line going across, and then I'm going to cut from that line down to the bottom like that. And then I'm just going to get a pair of scissors and come in and just cut just inside of that biro line that I've just done like that. So we're basically making a tab. If you want to notch it, you can, but you don't really need to, so I just do it square. So you end up with that. And so we're going to repeat that same process on the other side. So I'm just going to turn it round, and again I am just going to put my metal rule up against that score line like that, and then cut down until we get to the line which is there, and then cut from the bottom line down to the end like that, and then come in with my scissors, just trim so that you don't see the pen. I'm going to trim the pen off the mark, so you end up with 2 tabs like that. Okay, and the eggs are the right way up. Good, needs to be folded that way around. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is open this side up like that, and then this bit here, because this is the second one to go in, I'm just going to fold that open, so that's the full extent. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that over, so open it up, bring this flap over this panel, bring this flap, this little tab back, and then we're going to put, you can either put red tape or wet glue. Now I'm going to use red tape just so it's stuck straight away, and then I haven't got to worry about is it sticking, is it not. So I'm just going to red tape it. I think on my other one I did actually wet glue it, but I'm going to red tape it just so that then it is definitely stuck straight away. So some red tape on there like that. I might end up wet gluing the other one, I'm not sure. I could do another little bit next to it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it with the one. And then, so that's all sticky. What we need to do, that's still folded back. I'm going to take this one, fold it right back on there, and just press it down. And then with that where it is, you're going to fold this back over and open that up. Bring this over, fold that back, and I am going to put wet glue on this just so it's easier to stick it down. You can use either wet glue or red tape, doesn't really matter. Like that. And then we're just going to fold that down like that, fold that flat back, and then this you just fold it over and stick it down. Now because I've got wet glue, I'm just going to hold it for a second while I put my red tape backing in the bin. Okay, and then I'll tell you about my greeting. So this was actually a die from last year, from last Easter, from Coco Rosa Studio, but Coco Rosa Studio still have this in their website, on their website. So I've put a link down below for it. Don't forget to use my code ICED20, which you get 20% off. It's a very cute little Happy Easter die, and I think originally I cut it out of silver and I cut it out of pink, and so then I just mixed and matched. So I had the main pink with the silver letters, and then the other one was the main silver with the pink letters. And then I just laid, with the die laid down, I just kind of roughly drew around the outside of the die, cut it out, and because I'd used it on, I'd done a self-adhesive sheet on it, so all of that edge there that you can see that's silver was sticky, and then I just went in with some silver foiling flakes, put them on, rubbed them in, and then just rubbed off the excess. And yeah, managed to get it so that it looked like that. So yeah, so that is that. So that's going to go on the front. So I'm going to lose quite a bit of that on the front there, but it doesn't matter. So he's going to go on the front, probably like that, I think. Yeah, like that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick him down. That's dry now. So this should open up like that. And as I said, it's not, because I haven't quite done the measurements quite right, you have got a bit of an angle. See how they're kind of at an angle? They're not, it's not like a nice straight U. It kind of, but that's just because of my measurements. So yeah, stay tuned for the 6x6 version, because it all will be sorted out on there. Right, so I'm going to get a silicone glue. Get some silicone glue, not a silicone glue. I'm going to get some silicone glue, and then what we're going to do is, we are just going to add a bit of glue on the back of my Easter bunny. So let's put him on like that so I can see where I need to put my glue. And then we go ahead and add my glue. There we go, just make it out so it's, there we go, and then turn this over and stick him down. Try not to drop him. There we go, on he goes like that. Is he straight? Yeah, I think he is. Fabulous. There you go, and there is your card. So when you open it up, I'm going to be careful because if I touch him, he's going to, you know, but you open it up, and then you've got that there. So if you wanted to, you could almost treat it like a mini album. You could put like pictures in here, which would be quite cool. Yeah, there's quite a bit you could do with it, to be fair. You could also obviously change up the size of this if you want to. So yeah, so that is the card for today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, and then it folds up like that. But I just love the mechanism. I love the way it opens, and I love the fact that as you pull this, it's actually attached to the doors, to the gatefold doors. I just thought that was super cool. And I do really like my papers as well. Sometimes I make packs and I'm like, it's okay, I do all right. And other times I make packs and I'm like, oh, I really like that. And this is like, oh, I really like that kind of pack. So yeah, so make sure you go and check out those in the Etsy shop. If you use the link below, that also helps me, and it will obviously take you straight there, helps you as well. But yeah, that is the card for today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the other card that is coming soon, a 6x6 version that's not just like this. I'm going to vary it slightly because I had a bit of an idea. So this morning, just for the video, before the live stream, I've actually made up a sample card. So I'm going to go and make a proper one when I come off the live stream. So yeah, there you go. So just a bit of a close-up for you. I love that bunny die. So cute. So cute. And I've just done another order for Coca Rosa and In Love Art Shop because they've emailed me. So that will be coming probably a good couple of weeks yet. I think you guys need a bit of a break from craft tools. It's literally been like every other video I've been doing craft tool videos. I'm sorry, I've just had a lot of stock. I've just had a lot of things sent me. You know, it's just one of them. But they do have some wonderful dies. So what can you say? What can you do? Thank you very much, everybody. Oh, see, I moved right and it stopped. Yep, we'll see you all next time. I'm going to take you off the ceiling because I can't stop the video otherwise. So we always have this little thing at the end. You get to have a nice little close-up of Mr. Bunny Rabbit. And I'll see you all next time. Have a great week, everybody. See you next week. Bye.